up for our first ever Drink and Dungeon gaming night. We were going to start gaming together, and we decided why not make it more strange and record it.
There's nothing strange about that.
Really small. Like
the table is a little bit taller than most tables. So here you go. All right, already some special effects going on already.
Some posturing.
Oh, it's deflating. It's my space.
Wow.
Okay.
That's not the pillow's fault.
Oh, that's better though. That's good.
All right, so
so we got our
I need
posturing
one more,
done.
we got the intro done. We're going to be playing the SagaBorn role-playing game, which was written by me and Brian Cooksey, which is going to be coming out this year at Gen Con. So a little bit of a sneak preview of what the game will be like. What else do we need to talk about? It's Drink and Dungeon. We're going to be drinking while this happens, so we're going to have the first official Drink and Dungeon shot.
I found a shot! Do I level up yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
All right. To gaming, very publicly.
Yes! Very publicly.
Oh, it did go down my shirt that time.
Mine was too small.
All right. So
I guess that was a level 1 shot, yeah?
I just
For you.
realized this is going to look like I'm eating a turd on camera.
Well, now that you say it.
All right. So
And Starlight.
you guys are starting out as adventurers in the city of Fairyport, which got the name because it is not a place where the Fae are. Instead, they never built a bridge over the river, so there's actually just ferries. So if you want to go from North Fairyport to South Fairyport, you actually have to get on a small boat.
And you
to go back
don't
and
mean,
forth.
just to clarify here, we're not speaking the fairies with wings.
That's what I said. It's not the Fae, because everyone always thinks it's like fairy, like there's things flying around with wings.
But you were not even saying that the Fae aren't welcome. It's that there are no fairies. Not F-E, fairies or fairies.
Or fairies.
Oh, are you alright? I don't know what that was.
Laura
Did someone
recovers
cast a spell on you already?
from her mini stroke. We'll continue on.
Is that a talent?
So anyways, and actually speaking of fairies, a reminder to our viewers, in the lands of Atheles, magic is frowned upon. They don't really like elves, which is going to be interesting because this group has both a faun and a elfling in it, and spellcaster. So basically you guys are like the outcasts.
Yeah.
But with that, let's start, because I don't even know your characters' names or anything like that, so let's jump into that so I can...
Who wants to go first?
You,
it
of
seems
course.
like.
Well, I mean, I'm more than happy to. My name is Bergamot Kommondor, and I am going to have to break out of character for just a moment and encourage all of our watchers / listeners to look up a Kommondor. Kommondor.
Kommondor.
And actually, this would be the one moment where I would encourage you to break out your phone or tablet or anything to please look up an image of a Kommondor that can help you understand what my character looks like. This is actually very important. If your phone's not off, please look up an image of a Kommondor so you can... I'm asking.
Are you actually asking?
Yes,
right
that's
now?
what I said. Out of character.
Okay.
I'm asking you. Well, I know you know what it looks like. So I'm a faun, and fauns are described in the SagaBorn world of Euteria as mostly actually sort of more in the humanoid appearance, but they're very hairy, very hairy.
Oh.
So they no, it's spelled with a K, Kommondor, Kommondor.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I'm imagining, yes. So I am a very, very hairy, humanoid type person, but I have fawn ears, and, oh yeah, that's me. So I have fawn ears, and I have small horns, but my whole body is covered in a sort of hair fur. Now, anybody who's looking up an image of a Kommondor will see those very elaborate-looking animals, which are really remarkable. Imagine mine not being quite so long. Mine is going to be more reasonable. Like, we're talking like nice fringe off of a western jacket, something like that. But still all over. I imagine it's maybe a little longer in the elbows, just for style.
Do you like to be brushed?
What do you think? They're dreads. No. No. In fact, I don't think that.
That's not going to get messy at all in a dungeon. I'm just saying.
No, that's why they're short. That's why they're short.
Oh, just short. Yeah.
No, we're talking short. Like I said, like fringe on a western jacket. Like, bear with me here.
So when you guys go on the swamp adventure, no one's going to want to hang out with them for a while.
Well, I have a special magic ability to instantaneously air dry and not smell like a wet fawn.
You clean yourself like a cat. Is what you're saying. Or just in the important places.
Oh, yes, I should point out that I also do have one of those cat-like tongues. It's not mentioned in the fawn profile, but I just now decided that that's the kind of tongue I have.
He actually doesn't. He just says he does. It's just a normal tongue that he is constantly licking himself with.
So, yes, as I am a wonderfully hilarious-looking, shaggy sort of creature, fawn ears, little horns, my hair is sort of a brown and let's say with a golden highlight on the edges because, you know, like those surfer guys, their hair gets light on
like
the edges.
real life.
Yes, I don't know what you're talking about, but yes. Yes, yes. So my name is Bergamot Kommondor, and Kommondor meaning that refers to my clan. Not all fawns look like this, so my particular character, the Kommondor clan, happens to live in the very northern regions of where the fawns happen to live, which is in the Eastlands. So there's some northernmost peaks that I have decided are over the Fawnland capital. And so that is where the Bergamot clan lives. And now there happen to be, or the Kommondor clan, they happen to be a fairly respected, fairly sort of hoity-toity clan. They actually don't rabble around with the common fawns. They don't really associate with most of their people. So they're kind of a funny group, but that is my background. That's who I come from. I am just finishing my first quarter of life. I am 29 years old. I have already left home in search of my adventure, but I've had a few adventures under my belt, most of them good. But I'm still, you know, young. I'm still trying to find my place. I do enjoy being a wanderer. In fact, I have been called a wanderer and have been included in a group called the Wanderers. So.
Well, actually, you're not part of the Wanderers yet. You guys.
Oh, it's
are
a
all...
different group that you've never heard of.
Oh, it's a different, not the worldwide group Wanderers. It's like Wanderers with a Y, like wild Wanderers.
It's spelled
They're
in
the Wanderers. Oh,
spelled in the native fawn, you wouldn't even recognize it as the Wanderers, so
You know,
we're just going to
like
move
the
past that.
friends kind of smudge a little bit.
Yeah,
He is a
they do
wanderer.
spell.
He
Actually,
is a wanderer.
I do need to point out,
You're a
fawns
wanderer.
do not have hooves. They have more of two split large toes. They have, it's kind of like imagine a mini hoof coming out of each nail at the end of two large toes with a little mini curved hoof at the tip.
So
It's
no
kind of
flip
funny.
flops, or special order only.
Or
Right.
only flip flops.
It
Yeah.
depends if it's warm. Now there is a little bit of, you know, hair and fur on my feet as well. You know, go with that. So, yeah, I wouldn't in the warm temperatures. Now, you know, I enjoy the colder climates. So anything that's not cold, I'm going to be practically naked most of the time. But my fur covers it all up. And I also want to say that I think it would be really funny if, like the Commondors pictured that you would look up. I kind of like the idea that they have that sort of sheepdog thing where you can't imagine that they're seeing anything, but yet they are perfectly capable of seeing, you know, because they have that hidden face. I want to go with that. I might have to get a haircut pretty
It's amazing.
quick. Well, I mean, I'm
I
learning
wish
from
you had
nature.
done the matchup from Commodores and the Commodores.
Yeah.
Like.
No, I don't wish that. But it's good to wish.
All right. Well,
I just want to point out that I consider myself very easygoing. I get along with everyone and everything. I'm almost like Buddhist, except that we've never heard of that in this world. So,
as you guys can all tell, he's the bard, so he's going to be probably the
Talking a
talker,
lot?
the
Yeah.
talker of the group.
I
Yeah.
might tell some stories.
Got it?
Oh yes, I would describe myself, just to point it out there, I would describe myself as a little bit gregarious, maybe a little eloquent, and someone else called me Shaggy, so, you know, I'll go with that.
All right. So one last thing before we move on to Hannah. What's your real name? You didn't give your real name.
Oh,
Played
Bergamot.
by. No. Played by.
My name is Anton Souvorin.
All right. One last thing before we move on to Hannah. What is one fear that old Bergamot has?
I do have a fear. I am secretly afraid of what would be the equivalent of stage fright, meaning that in combat or in my performances, I am unable to encourage people to love me as much as I feel like they need to love me and to listen to me the way I think that they need to listen to me. And if that doesn't work, I'm kind of ruined. I'm wrecked.
Okay.
Great.
All right, Hannah.
My turn?
Introduce yourself first.
Hi, I'm Hannah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I'm
she is
just
Hannah. All right, and tell us about your character.
I am one of few words. You will see me kind of in the shadows, gauging what's going on and what I can do. My name is Adalaide Arany, and just call me Ada for short. I am actually from Ferryport. My parents owned a cart at one of the local markets. They sold produce, and my father was always looking for the most exotic of ingredients. So we had to travel to get more ingredients, and I slowly discovered my magic abilities. Although it's kind of frowned upon in Ferryport, so I figured the best way to hone in my skills is through travel. I am about 26 years old, and I'm just ready to, you know, seek new adventure. So.
All right, what is your one fear?
Now, being a Ferryport local, this has always been my biggest downfall, but I am afraid of boats. Like
Boats?
Yes.
So it's hard for you to go like north to south in Ferryport.
Yeah, exactly. So like the stress
All
of
right.
going to get to new places was awful. So I'd rather just leave Ferryport and take on new adventures. Fortunately, my mother, working with all sorts of produce, was able to figure out home remedies for stuff. So I have, in my, like, you know, grew up with all these different homemade recipes of different ingredients and stuff, and so I've got a couple things that can take the edge off. So.
Well, I hate to say the actual name of our campaign arc is the Ferryport Adventures. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, maybe like we can get you away from the river.
That's
Gonna be
fine.
taking the edge off
As
on
long-
the red.
All right. Well, that's
I'm
what
just
we're
kidding.
here for.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. So fear of boats. All right. And Laura.
Oh, I am Laura Bielaczyc. That one's Laura. My character's name is Xyla Xibbadobbler Swiftdigit III.
Is that like, no.
Do you have like a sign for that?
No, I wasn't in a gang.
Oh, this third meant something totally different.
So I come from the Vale, which is somewhere on your map.
It's fine. Elflings rarely keep up with where they're going or where they've been. The Vale is near Ferryport, but it's to the south. So.
Okay. South of Ferryport.
Mhm.
I was raised mostly by my grandmother. She's an amazing woman. My parents were offered adventuring a lot. I am really looking forward to this. This is my first adventure ever. I am 25 years old, but I'm really excited. I've had lots of experiences going to the ball, dressing up as someone's small fancy child and pilfering everyone's pockets because I'm always looking for the next shiny thing that I can take home with me. And yeah, I'm just super excited about our adventure. Excited to see what happens.
Mm.
All right. So, with introductions down. Oh, what's one fear?
Falling off a cliff. And insects.
And insects. Okay. I was like, the falling off a cliff is a very specific fear. Like,
Yeah.
normally it's like heights or.
Wait, so
You know.
what if insects were at the bottom of the cliff?
Oh. No.
Oh.
Just
I thought maybe that would cancel it out.
All right. So, all of you seem to be looking for adventure, which is good because you all applied to the Wanderers Guild, which is the Adventurers Guild of Atheles.
I did want to point out that one of the main reasons that I'm trying to join the Wanderers, because my family is sort of so well-to-do and all, there was certainly a lot of frowning and funny eyebrows. They were also dreaded, by the way. But a lot of really funny eyebrows about me leaving the sanctity of a very well-to-do family to go out on my own. They approved of me joining the Bard's College, but when I went out to go adventure, they were not on board with that. It is nothing that the Kommondor clan has ever done. But when I realized that maybe I could join the Adventurers Guild and sort of be represented, then I sort of thought maybe that would be my thing, that I could come home with, that would be my ticket back home and not still be a little bit of an outcast.
Oh, I didn't say my class. Or my
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You are a
rogue elfling.
rogue elfling. So elflings are.
I'm tiny. I'm only 3'6".
Yeah, elflings are sort of like short, fey-like creatures. You know,
Oh, no, you
a
did
lot of
say
people
first.
say it's like mixed between a fairy, not the boat, so don't be afraid of her. A fairy and
You had
like,
me going there.
a halfling sort of.
And I'm
Um,
only like 70 pounds, guys.
You're like,
so-
you're half
But
boat?
I can
So
run.
you're gonna ride him?
really, really fast.
So she's gonna ride you into battle.
Yeah, I'm
and-
kind of heavy.
Apparently, I don't have any weapons, so I'll just be fighting with my bare hands.
All
Do you
right.
need to look at
Well,
I'm
we'll-
just kidding. I have my sword, at
Okay.
least that my mama gave me.
All right. Well, that's good enough to start. So, the Wanderers have sent you out to find adventure, and there is the inn actually on the map that you characters are standing in front of. Yes.
Who are you?
Yeah, you didn't introduce yourself.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Bielaczyc, creator of SagaBorn, your GM, your god, the person that holds your life in the balance, can put you on a boat if I want to, or put you in really weird situations where having a whole lot of hair is a really bad idea. That's exactly who I am.
Are your dreads like fire resistant?
Mm-hmm. I have a salve for that. I got it from you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
You
say
said your mom has a concoction
Wait,
for
you
everything.
guys have met before?
Yeah, have we met?
Yesterday,
Oh,
at the meeting.
you just carry that stuff around with you?
I mean,
Fire
I
resistant
like to carry.
salve?
Are you
certain
saying you don't have
things, though.
tons of shit in your bag right now?
I have a lot of stuff. I have.
I'm not talking about stuff you paid for. I'm talking about shit you pilfered.
Well,
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
me neither.
All right. Well, now that we know who I am, the Wanderers have sent you guys south to South Hollow. You know, it got its name because it's like the hollow south of Fairyport. Very clever naming, you know. Because there's the South Hollow Inn, which you can probably guess how that got its name. It is famous for having a board for adventurers, where any odd job gets posted, and anyone that's looking, to guard a caravan, to clean out a porta-john, just whatever needs to be done goes up on this board, and you guys can take the job if you want.
Is there one for a cleaning of a porta john?
You guys haven't even gotten there yet.
Okay, I was
let me-
excited.
You
Let me
make
just-
the perfect mop.
We'll set the tone a little bit for where you guys are at the moment. Everything has the blue-gray tinge that only comes on a day when the rain has yet to fall. It has been a cold, wet beginning to spring, a recent drizzle leaving puddles on the old cobbled roads of South Hollow.
Oh, I really stink right now. Wet fawn is not that nice.
That was
I
actually
agree.
my next line. You stole it, but I'll continue past that one. A frigid wind whips between the white-walled buildings, and most windows are shuttered against the last throes of winter. all save the South Hollow Inn. With its open windows and a soft orange glow showing through the rippled glass, even on this cold afternoon, the inn offers the warmth of a mug of ale and a fireplace.
It's called the what inn?
South Hollow Inn.
Oh yeah, do we have a note page?
Um,
No, wait, I got it.
I didn't mean to like stop the
paper
action.
formulation.
I just wanted to get myself in the habit of writing stuff down.
well, no,
So you could
so you
think
guys
about
find
it
yourself right outside this large inn. The board is actually inside, but
Anybody
this is
have
actually.
any money? Spare money?
Why would we tell you,
No.
little pilferer?
And you're poor.
I'm just
Like,
saying,
you know,
like,
what is it, digits?
how are we gonna stay in
Sticky
this inn?
digits?
Well, and to set it up, I
Everything's
mean,
looking
you
pretty
guys did
gray
just meet the
outside.
day before when you were assigned together by the Wanderers.
Got
We
it.
just happened to be in the same waiting room filling out our clipboards, right?
Got it.
Well, actually, no. The Wanderers, they tend to put people together that they think would work well together. Sometimes it's a hit or miss situation, so we'll see where it goes.
By the way, I'm more interested in sparkly things. Not just
What I've done is rubbed mud and poo on all my money so it has no luster or sparkle, so that it's guaranteed that you will not be interested in anything I have. I should make a note of that.
So besides that, you guys are outside the inn. I assume you head inside.
I
Head
would like
into
to
the
get
inn.
out of the rain, although I do have a very large shield that I carry, which would very easily count as rain protection for myself. I don't like to share, so
Got it.
I didn't want to listen to y'all say that you were getting wet and having to smell me and my wetness, so I just want to go on in, because that's what I like to do. Plus, who knows, it's an inn, like maybe, you know, there's like warm fire, some music, maybe I can like
Let me
listen
know
to
if you
the-
plan on shaking off or anything, because I'm
Oh, I'm
gonna
gonna
be far
Shake
away.
it off, shake it off.
So you're that sort of bard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
He's a rock star bard, probably.
I am from Nashville. You know, that is that's the name of my family home. It's called Nashville.
Nashville.
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit more.
All right. All right. So you guys head in. You are correct. It is drier and warmer on the inside.
Oh, good. There's a roof on the inn.
Yes, there is.
Got it.
Is it red?
No,
Okay.
it is not. The rooms cost more than 29 gold pieces a night.
What?
No, he made a red roof.
Red
Do you
roof
not
inn.
know what a red roof inn is?
Like, she might not have that
And
much money.
already.
What am I gonna have to do to get a room around here?
All right. Well, probably go on an adventure. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, maybe. There's actually you guys are getting there before lunch, and there is nobody in the inn.
Great.
The innkeeper is behind the bar polishing some mugs, which is, I think, that's just what innkeepers do, right? When there's no one in, you
I
just
think
like
that's all they do.
just polish the mugs.
Mhm.
I
yeah.
go up to the counter, and I'm like, jumping up so he can see me. I'm like, hey.
How tall are you again?
3 foot. 3'6".
Okay, so I'm imagining this is an average bar height. So
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah. So
Alright.
I'm like, hey, how much for an L?
can she roll to see if the bartender even notices her?
Oh, he notices her.
Oh.
He slows down the polishing of his mug, as they're wont to do,
Mm.
and says, "Oh, hello there, Elfling.
I hope he doesn't ask for my ID.
Oh, he saw your ears though.
Just remember, don't pilfer anything while you're in here."
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
What? What do I look like?
You already have a reputation.
He's racist.
Yeah. He doesn't even know me. I don't do that sort of thing.
Well, you better
Oh.
prove him wrong.
All right. I apologize. What can I help you through with today?
We would like a room and some food and some grog.
Some
Some of your best ale, sir.
we have rooms.
None for me. It's not
You
even
drink out of
noon
a
yet.
bowl.
Out of a bowl? I come from a high class family. It
This
is
is
a
what you
gilded
do
chalice
when you
that I
go-
lap out of. It
This
is
is what
not
you
a
do
bowl.
when you go adventuring. You go into inns and you go drink their ale.
You just
right?
said you don't have any money, and you're requesting a
No,
room.
I think
Yeah, who's
dinner,
paying for this
and-
room?
That's what townspeople do. Like after a hard day's work, is go.
It's
eat
not
and
even
drink.
noon yet.
Yeah.
It's my first adventure, guys.
I mean,
Sorry.
hey, no, we're completely fine. So he does tell you if you want to check in, it's a silver piece per room.
Oof.
I would like to just,
But
you
it's-
know,
But check-in isn't until after lunchtime.
I would like to just sort of maybe say, hey, we would like to split a plate of cheap fries, and we would love to just hear what's going on this morning. Like, you're open early, nobody's here. What's going
Yeah,
on?
who's playing later?
Actually, we haven't had a musician in quite a while come through.
Oh, well, you know, we do have someone in our group that is quite talented when it comes to singing.
Are you talking to the bartender, or?
I'm talking, I'm pointing you out. He might be able to sing for our,
This is my agent. Please, please let her do all the talking for me. She books
The
all my
innkeeper's
gigs.
eyebrow is sticking up
swear
pretty
he-
high.
He, I swear he will get the crowd going and, like, make everyone drink more and make everyone happier, I promise. He's really good at that sort of thing.
Well, let's say we could have an open mic night tonight, if you want to stick around for that. If you do want some refreshment now, it's 3 copper for an ale.
I have that.
I am not interested in any ale, but I was wondering if you had any sort of cured meats or anything that I could just sort of take now, but also take to go in case I don't finish it. It's not quite lunchtime yet. I just want a little nibble of something.
Yeah, we have some road rations.
Road rats?
Rations.
Oh, excellent. Yes, those are good too. Yes, I am not gonna. I don't need a drink right now, but I would like a little something to nosh.
All right.
Is that okay that I volunteered you for tonight?
We just met. You're.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you were my agent yet.
but we might need you to sing.
Stick with it.
All right. So he brings out some ales and
I give
some
you a
food for
very
you guys.
subtle,
Okay.
which you can't see, by the way, because my eyes are hidden.
One little thread, just
yeah,
like.
I have to do this.
And so you guys are kicking back, having some drinks before noon. Nothing like some day drinking.
And we're also trying to sort of
eat
pick the
some
mind
food,
of the.
yeah.
May I ask the bartender what's been going on in, the South, what's it called? South Hollow?
South Hollow. Well, there's been quite a few rumors lately. Rumors of creatures coming out of the woods and stealing crops or stealing animals, or, I think it's, just a bunch of hogwash.
They're cleaning
kind of
pigs.
Hogwash?
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, I mean it's like I don't think it's true. Is what I
Who's
Excellent.
saying?
Let me
Who's,
scratch that
is
out.
common his second language.
yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
So they're stealing.
Who's talking about this? Like, who has anybody seen anything? Like,
Mainly the farmers out east. In fact, there's over on the board that like adventurers often come in and look at. That's over there on the
Yeah.
wall. I think there's even a note up about it.
I would love to, grab my drink and walk over, mosey over to the board.
Did you get a drink?
All right. Well, we just had our first unintended edit.
Technology.
Yay!
I wish it was magic.
Woo.
All right.
Doesn't look like it's going anywhere.
Awesome.
All right.
Here's to technology.
Yeah.
Here's to the adventure board.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hi, wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All right.
explain what because our viewers can't see this, can they?
You can see a little bit of it. So it's a game table with a monitor built in, and we're using Roll20 to show the maps of where you guys are for combat
Cool.
situations.
The great thing about this is that we're only seeing what is visible to us.
Right. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
built-in feature of Roll20 that allows you to, give player sight according
Yeah.
to whatever player you have
Like,
selected.
what's down that hallway?
So what kind of adventures are we seeing on
So,
this?
well-
Potential adventures on this
Well,
board?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
what's on the adventure board,
Adelaide
Mike?
just said, let's go look at the adventure board, which I think we should now make canon that it actually says.
Adventure!
Was it adventure board? Is that what it was?
Mhm.
All right.
Adventure
Adventure board.
board.
Was it Adelaide or Adelaide? I can't remember now.
It's Ada.
Adelaide.
Adelaide.
What did I
Ada
say?
for short.
Adelaide?
No,
Odelaide?
I couldn't remember. All of a sudden, I had a memory fart.
So on the adventure board, it does look like today is a slow day for jobs, but there's
Damn it.
one note up there that Adelaide rips down. Looking to hire group of wilderness-savvy individuals wanting to investigate reports of stolen goods in the western farms. Pay is 1 silver piece per person per day, up to 10 days.
Per day. So we take our sweet time, get extra money.
Yeah.
Please report to the second guard tower along the forest way.
Okay.
Rations and supplies provided. Any unclaimed goods will be property of the investigators. Must be in good standing with the guard and trustworthy.
Well,
Well, I'm pretty trustworthy.
Yeah, I think that last part of the
do
note
you
was
have
staring
issues
directly
with
at you.
guards? No?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, you guys want to try this adventure
Well,
out?
let's go talk to the guards.
Yeah.
Develop a relationship.
Is this the kind of thing that we sort of feel like there's no more reason for us to be in the inn? Do we want to?
There's a
We-
hallway
We need
that-
to finish our drinks.
Well,
first,
right. I think it
at
is
least.
fair to determine
Yeah.
how I do want to try and make sure that if we are spending money, let's keep track of how much we're spending so that we know how much we have later for maybe bribes and stuff like that.
You're right.
So
What did we spend on
that's
drinks?
why I just want to like
We
I
spent
One
3
copper?
copper pieces per drink.
per drink. I thought it was 1 copper per drink.
I thought it was 3 per drink.
It was 1 silver piece per night, 3 copper per drink.
Okay,
Yeah.
3
Oh,
copies.
okay, but we're not staying the night, right?
You're the bean counter, apparently.
Of course, someone will come back and tell us. Actually, no, on the video, what you said was because it's all recorded.
Right.
Whatever.
So we've actually
To
purchased a drink, and how much did my snack cost?
Snack was we'll say 8 copper pieces.
8 copper, but I'm taking mine to go, as is my style.
Oh, you want the rations?
No, my snack was some cured meats, because I didn't know how long we were going to be here, but I figured I could always take that with, and it could be like a provisions sort
Yeah,
of thing.
we'll just
While
say.
they're munching, can I check out what else is down there, or is it just mostly rooms?
Sure, it's closed doors to rooms.
Okay. Hold on. All right.
So I'm
Alright, so
adding.
who do we need to find about this?
All right.
Adventures.
So you guys need to let me pull up. I believe I have a handout for you. No, I don't. So the Forest Way heads along out of South Hollow along the forest. Hence why it got its name. Very literal with names. They're like, well, this is the hollow south of Ferryport, South Hollow, South
That's
Hollow.
the
Inn,
reason I
Forest
wanna
Way.
Everyone have their walking
Hell
shoes
out of
on?
here. Yep.
Yep.
They get all their
Adventure
water
shoes.
out of the water well. That's like a proper name. It's not just the water well. It's the water well. Just
Got it.
Not to be confused with the washing well.
yes. So as you travel along, it's actually you reach it even before dinner time. So it's not even that long of a time.
Cool.
And ahead,
You guys
Uh,
still haven't eaten. But
Well,
you're-
it's
but
only
you-
noon.
But you've
I
had
mean,
some
we had
ale.
That's how we
breakfast.
keep our
We had
wonderful
breakfast.
figure.
You had some ale too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're good.
So as you're walking up ahead, a single-story tower sits beside the road. Its squat stonework reminding you of all the original buildings of Ferryport. Though short and unadorned, it looks to have aged very little in the hundreds of years since it was built. In front of the large wooden door stands a tall man wearing the tabard of the Ferryport guardsman. He is speaking to 2 others who are also wearing tabards, though theirs are a little bit more worn. As he sees you approach, he clasps each guard's hand and bids them farewell as they head off along the northern path. He turns to you and says, "Well then, good day," a smile breaking across his face, welcoming you as he waves with his long-fingered hands. "What can I help you with?"
So I'm assuming we still have the paper. And did we pull that paper off of the board? I'm guessing.
Sure. I mean, you're taking the job, so.
I go.
Looking
I
for
shake his hand with one, and I give him the paper with the other, saying, "We are the people for your job."
And we're looking for adventure.
Yes.
I would just like to do a perception check and see how long are his long fingers.
All right. First, it's awareness in SagaBorn.
Thank
Just
you.
to point out. Go ahead. Roll an awareness check. Roll a d20
Thank you.
How long?
This is my first roll of the game.
Okay. Well, you.
to check. On
3.
3. You're not even sure. Like you thought they were long, but now they don't seem
Did
too
he
long.
like reach for it and then like
That's what I
miss
thought.
it?
Like no, he's just like he was looking and he just can't really figure anything out.
That's
so
what I thought.
The guardsman shakes your hand and is looking oddly at him, who seems to be like bending down, looking at his fingers. He's like, "I'm Guardsman Burger."
Burger. Got it.
Yes.
Burger?
Yes.
Okay.
I've actually had a hard time finding anyone who wanted to take this job because, I mean, the pay isn't that good, but also they all just think it's a bunch of hogwash.
Well,
Once
I mean,
again.
as long as our rations are covered, and we'll do
Yeah.
our best to find whatever's been taking your crops. Is it?
Well,
And
it's
animals, right?
all of the farms to the east of here are all experiencing different problems.
Yeah.
Things are being stolen though. Now it might be bandits. It could just be farmers looking for some extra attention.
So
But
you-
this is alarming that someone is out there washing pigs without anyone's permission.
It's a figurative, like it's figurative.
The
not
guardsman
literal.
has absolutely no idea what to make of this shack. I mean, because he doesn't even see his eyes, so it's just like a furry mouth asking weird questions.
And he says, "Sir, it looks like you could use a wash yourself."
Oh.
Well, that's what we're here to solve.
So he hands you a small map on a small piece of paper that shows you where things have stolen, and they all seem to be in the same general area to the east. Not as far east as the swamps that you guys know are down there, but east of here.
Okay.
All right, so
Is there a location that you want us to start, or should we just
I would-
hit the closest place?
I would probably just say head down that way, see.
Is there any reason that we might need to go into this tower? Or is there any like check-in, any sort of logbook? Do we need to register that we're going out
Nope,
in case
it's
we don't
just,
come back? Somebody
it's
could come.
where I sleep while I'm watching the road down here,
Is there-
waiting to.
There's no registration. Nothing?
No.
We don't.
Like that.
All right.
I mean, you can. There's my
so we
bed
get
and
our
my chair
we,
in there if you
we
want.
pick
to
up
see it.
our rations and stuff
Yep.
from him.
Yep.
though,
All
right?
right. Yes. So he will give you how many did I say? 10 days worth of rations each.
Oh, okay.
That in itself is pretty good for those who are down on their luck.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 10 pieces of silver.
Are you giving us silver in advance?
No.
Okay.
You
Oh,
guys are already getting enough food.
Got it.
so we are getting 10 days worth of rations per person. So we are technically getting 30 rations,
Mm-hmm.
but we are not getting
Paid
our
until we have-
$10 silver per
Until you come
day.
back to report.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, let's head out to the closest,
Farm.
farm.
Yeah.
All right. So you start heading down that way. The clouds finally release their rain, and it soaks all of you to your bones.
I carry my shield over my head.
Okay.
So
And
one of
everybody
my favorite
appreciates that.
things is actually elements. So anytime there's any sort of element, it's just like. So
Is that-
I'm just like walking just as brisk as possible and just like enjoying it.
Oh, you're not. That's not like a spell or anything.
Nope.
Excellent. So
I
you're
just-
you're
I am-
encouraging this.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Mm.
Hoping it cleans you up a little bit.
So
Well, I'm actually staying dry.
the muddy roads
I'm thinking-
are actually pretty hard to navigate as it's raining like this, and it becomes a really unpleasant trek. Most of the gates are closed to the farms, and just to give you some visuals, because there's been so many problems throughout the years in Atheles, most farms have open fields, but livestock and the farmhouses are behind walls often, wooden walls, stone walls, stuff to make it a little bit more defensible.
Okay, so we just go up and talk to the first farmer that we find.
Well, that's what I'm saying is the first couple you go to are very unwelcoming. They don't want to talk to you, they chase you off, or they don't even answer when you knock.
Got it.
There is one that has the gates open, and as you approach, everything about it is in disarray and disrepair.
Can I do like awareness check?
Sure.
Or like, I mean, I can detect magic.
We could all do the same check.
Yeah,
just to
just
see
like
if
an awareness
any of
check.
us is going to roll the highest.
Yeah. So I walk in, I look around, I'm gauging, you know, I'm kind of figuring out what's going on here.
All right.
So D20.
Yep.
My first roll.
Can we all do one?
16.
That's
when,
probably good enough.
When we're doing awareness checks, we'll just have one person call it, and whoever calls it will do it for everyone. Unless it's like a trap search, which Xyla will have to say, I am searching for traps.
Got it.
And that's once, if your guys are in an area, if you say I'm searching for traps in a dungeon, that doesn't count for the whole dungeon. Every new room you go into, you'll have to say, I'm going to search it for traps.
Got
or
it.
if you're going to open up something, then it's a search for traps.
Now, let's see, I'm trying to find. Okay,
Does seem
awareness.
like it's
I get
something
a plus
eating
2
and
bonus
stealing
for
things from
awareness. So 18 total.
18, all right. So the
There might be
fields look like they've been untended for many years. The short stone walls around the fields are crumbling into the dirt. No large walls guard the farmhouse itself, but strange writings and runes cover almost all visible surfaces of the cottage.
Okay, so I'm
I
relaying
don't know if we're gonna
this
find
to
anything
everyone,
here.
just kind of
But,
like.
But this is really interesting.
Actually,
Yeah.
as you come near,
Teenagers.
the front door flies open, and a wild-haired man runs out on his porch yelling, "What are you doing around here? You mad?
Grandpa!"
The demons and gremlins are gonna get any who go unprotected. What are you children doing out in these dark days?"
You said wild hair man. I'm assuming like rabbit hair, like.
That's fine.
No. He's wild-haired. I guess I missed
Like-
the ed on that.
Okay.
Wild. No, like just like a bush
Got
of
it.
hair on his head and coming out this way. You know, sort of like what a game master should look like. You know, like just the unkempt, the massive. You know, what was it, Anton? The beard that I'm missing.
What was it? Venture Quest? What was the name of the game?
Yeah, no, but what sort of beard am I looking for? The best thing about a GM's beard is
Does he say it? Because all I could think is like your beard should hold at least one wild animal in it.
all right. We'll go with that. He looks like a GM
Okay.
whose beard could hold a wild animal. In it.
Got
At
it.
least one.
Okay.
Well, what are you doing?
We are here to hunt down these goblins or gremlins or
We're gonna
whatever. is
find
out
who's
here.
been taking everyone's livestock and crops.
We want to hear straight from the source, first-hand experience. What's
I'm
going
just
on
trying
here?
to get out of the rain, baby.
I know I'm small, but
All right. He looks either way. He's like, "Well, come in out of the rain. Come on."
That's right. I think this might be my character voice.
So he invites you into the house. The inside is just as crazy as the outside.
Sounds like our
There's
house.
stuff scribbled all over the walls. Hannah, you just put this in my head. There's like rocks collected everywhere, but actually none of the rocks look special. It looks like he just like if they put gravel down
They're
on a
all
path.
special. They're all
Gravel down the path.
special.
He picks some of them up. There's also some random skeletons of different animals around.
do I see any sparkly
Gross.
We're here.
crystal type?
Nothing is
Okay.
sparkly. This whole place is covered in dust.
Okay.
He's like me. He rubs poo on his valuables so that certain types don't go for it.
I just like looking at them.
Looking?
Looking.
Really?
Yes.
So he shuffles over to his table. He's like, "Well, have you guys had lunch already?" Or
It's past lunch. It's almost
I
evening
could
time.
eat, actually. I could maybe have a,
I could go for food.
you know,
Well, I am not one to
Couple
turn
bites.
away youngins without having their bellies full.
we'd love to hear
Is
your
that just
stories.
it?
I don't think it's fair for you to offer us such a kindly invite without us maybe offering something in return. I do have some cured salami here. May I offer that as part of the smorgasbord?
He has no idea what smorgasbord means, but he
He's
comes
just-
Oh,
over.
he does know what salami
Do
is,
you
though.
pull a lint off of it?
I just got it from the inn. It's not
Okay.
that dirty.
Got it. Okay.
So he comes over, looks at it, he's like, sure.
I just am happy to contribute. This man is offering us into his home. Like, it's very rude to not offer something in return.
So as you guys sit down, you
Ladies.
hear some chittering, and there's actually a little squirrel that jumps up on the windowsill.
Oh.
And,
Does the squirrel
it's-
like salami?
It's making some noises. He's like, what? No, they're fine. Just go. We're fine. Just go away. Just go.
Is there any
Who's
way
your
to
And
do
the
friend?
squirrel runs off.
Sure, were you just talking to your squirrel?
Wait, is there any way to do a check and
No,
learn what
The
language?
squirrels are the ones that have been telling me so much about the gremlins.
What's its name?
Yeah.
That one, I don't really come up with names for them. They're just all little chitterers. They just, them and the birds. Like, do you know how often birds are talking? Like all the time.
What did they tell you about us?
Mainly, the birds didn't say, the birds are mainly concerned with weather.
Got it.
Like the weather,
Weather what?
wind.
They're concerned with
I-
whether
you-
what?
The squirrels make more sense in this one. I'm saying that.
Who's making sense here?
That's a good one. I'm gonna choose.
But the squirrels come around, and I mean, it really used to bug me when I was a kid because everyone sort of thought I was strange because the squirrels talked to me. But they're actually not bad as friends.
So you used
we
to have
actually,
friends.
you know,
Do they share their nuts?
We're all over the place.
No, but I've shared my food with them. I mean,
they
normally-
might have, useful information that we might need about, because they get around. You know what I'm saying? They're
Oh,
squirrels.
I mean,
they get around.
they-
They probably saw something. If someone was stealing the
squirrels around here
livestock
have
and
definitely gotten around.
I
I mean,
would-
they are some promiscuous squirrels, and
I'm
they.
just saying, how can
They
I
multiply.
speak to one of these
They-
squirrels and can't, or could you translate for us if we ask these
I
squirrels
would like
a question?
to. I would like to take a moment and sort of pull it all together and be like, hey, let's start over, sir. Well, what is your name? You've invited us into your home. We would like to know who you are and where are we? Like, what? Can you give us like? Is there a name for this? Is this your home? Is this your?
Oh yeah, this has been my family's home for hundreds of years.
And
My
what's
name's
your-
Vic.
Vic.
Vic. My parents never told me a last name, so I guess it's just Vic Farmer.
What are all the runes all over the?
Oh, it's stuff my dad put up. It keeps away the bad stuff. And it's worked. I mean, none of those demons out of the forest have come near my place.
demons.
Yeah,
Which
the big tall
forest?
ones. The tall ones with the shiny swords and the pointy ears. But no gremlins
Well,
or
pointy
goblins or boggarts or any of those things. I mean, other people complain about stuff and they think I'm the crazy one, but I haven't seen any. I mean, I've seen the elves from far away, but they don't really bug me.
Okay. Which forest is this coming out of?
Didn't you see the big? It's called the Forest Way. I mean, did you get that? The name of the road is
We did.
Forest
we did.
Way.
We were
There's
just
a
we were
forest
just being conversational. Vic.
going along the way. It's so he starts scooping out some stew for you guys as he's.
Is this squirrel
Does
stew?
this? Can I do like an awareness check on that stew? Make sure we're not like.
It tastes like
getting-
squirrel to me. Guys, this is delicious. Have you never had
All right, so he
imperial
sets
squirrel
down bowls
stew?
in front of you guys, and
I don't think he'd eat his friends.
He doesn't like them. Did you hear the way he talked
does.
about
All right,
them? He didn't
and
even
I'll
know
say-
its name.
I will say all of you, if you want to eat, can roll an awareness check on the stew.
Oh, I'm eating my
but you-
salami.
But depending on how you roll is how much of it you eat.
I am not eating
Got
this
it.
stew.
All right.
I brought my own food.
7 plus 2.
I want to eat more
Is
than
that
that.
wait? That's wisdom.
All right. The stew looks great to both you guys, and you dig in. It's actually it's mainly vegetables. It's
you.
Can I see if Vic wants to eat some of my meat?
no. I mean, you can put it out on your board of s'morgs that for people to eat, but I don't
Wait,
partake
orcs and
of
what?
the Borgish s'morgs that you talked about putting it on.
Oh, those things. Yeah.
But I don't partake of the flesh of others.
Oh yeah, who does? I'm totally with you. You see me, I'm not human. Like, why would I eat animals? That's barbaric.
So now, what brought you out this way?
You asked me.
Besides weird questions?
We're trying to find out who is stealing all of the farmers' crops and animals. There's
Well, I mean,
something
it's-
out there.
The squirrels told it's
Pilfering.
it's the gremlins. I mean, you can. There's actually a path right out back that leads right
Are
into
you
the woods.
sure it's not the tall elves that you were just talking about?
No, the squirrels are sure. They say
Different.
they told me that the stone's awoken, or something like that in the woods, and the gremlins have come out from it.
Gremlins. Okay.
Gremlins or
How big
goblins
how
or
big are
boggarts
these?
or
How big
whatever
are
they.
these gremlins?
About your size, and they.
Oh, we can take
maybe
that.
with your ears.
What?
And but probably I don't know. You're pretty weird looking. I mean, maybe sort of like you, maybe, but stealing stuff. Like if you were washing a hog, then you would probably be one of these gremlins.
All right.
Okay.
Vic.
Okay.
You already have a reputation.
Hey, Vic. How many
swear it
fingers am I
wasn't me.
holding up?
I'm not
What are
getting
you
your
up
friend.
to?
This
How is he
is
gonna see
my
your
way out
fingers
of
with all
character
that
to let
hair
my
hanging
counter
all over
players
it?
know how many fingers I'm holding up to. But I'm really trying to see if Vic is seeing life for what it is.
I am.
No, I'm holding
Your
up an
friend is
actual
strange.
number of
That's-
fingers, but the reason.
You're making my
just
head
to-
hurt.
Okay, sorry. This is my wall, as though my
Oh, so he could actually see your fingers, is what you're saying.
yes,
Out of
Vic could
character.
see my
Okay.
fingers, but I wasn't letting. I was trying to see. Does Vic actually know how many fingers I'm holding?
Are you
up?
trying to check and see if I, as a GM, can count? Is that
Well,
what
I'm
it's-
trying to determine whether Vic is determining reality for what it is. He seems to be mistaking a lot of things that, to me, I would take as point blank. So I'm just trying to sort of suss
You
out.
know, the mind can play tricks on you.
Okay,
You
then.
may say that it looks like me, but I'm sure it looks nothing like me.
Adelaide,
I'm sorry, Vic, we
roll-
trust you
roll
completely.
an awareness check, real quick.
13 modifiers 2, 15.
Okay, so you don't really, while this is happening, and is it Brett? No, Berg.
Bergamot.
Brett.
No,
Berg,
it's
is that your middle name?
Bergamot.
Bergamot, Brett, Kommondor.
No, there's no middle name.
Okay.
What do we call you
So
for short?
while
Bergamot.
Bergamot is
I'm
doing
gonna
the finger thing,
Call you Monty.
you're looking around and you
I'll
actually
hurt you.
recognize the symbols that are on the wall. You don't know what they do, but they are definitely wards of some kind. Like there's
The runes are?
all the stuff that's scribbled all over the cottage and all out in the field and everywhere. Like there is a sense, you don't know what they do, but there is a sense of power to them. So he may seem a little crazy, but at the same time, it looks like his father or whoever wrote this stuff
I
knew
feel
sort of
like
what they were
there's
doing.
I feel like there's something after these farms, and I feel like these crazy scratches on the walls aren't all that crazy. I think there's, reason behind it.
Listen, I would like to sort of just, ham it up with Vic for a second and try and I just want to understand, how long have you been here alone? When was the last time you had a visitor? Whether it was family or strangers.
Well, I mean, people walk by, they wave, they say hi. I mean, I haven't had, really visitors over for dinner since, Ma and Pop died. But, that was a while back. And,
How long? I mean,
I don't
hey,
know.
baby, how
I
long
mean,
was this? Come on, let's.
my beard was not as long the
Let's
last
be
time someone
honest.
came by. I'll say, I mean, the squirrels come by, and every once in a while I have, a family of deer stop in.
How many generations of squirrels has it been since you've seen
It's hard
your
to
family?
say. I mean, they're basically just, furry
Intermingled.
tree rats. I don't really, keep up with them too much. I don't.
All right.
They're not like my family or very dear to me. They just come and tell me things.
I like this
Do you
idea
have-
of trees that also have tails and claws.
Do you have any of these these wonderful runes that are across your house? Do you have any of them in portable form that we might take with us while we hunt them
Oh no,
down?
Pop put all these up, and I don't know how he did it, but
Okay.
it keeps them away.
I think we should get out of here.
I'm just curious because I'm fascinated with what I see as it sort of reminds, looking at the runes, it reminds me of musical bars, and I'm very interested in that, even though I have no idea what it means. Is there a way that I could try and jot down any of it, like as a reference to myself, to be like, this looks neat, I want to try and turn this into a song or something? Like, could I try and jot down those runes
Sure.
without having any idea what they mean?
Sure, you could. You could draw some of the symbols like in your
I
journal.
don't feel so good about that. Not having an understanding of them and just.
So, you guys are asking me a lot of questions and asking about if I keep.
Oh,
up
I'm
with the
sorry.
life
Did
of
you want
squirrels.
some salami?
No, I do not. So you guys are here looking for these gremlins, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And so are you going to try to get rid of them? Because the neighbors have just been putting up such a stink about all this. The easiest thing is to just not have animals or crops, and then nothing can be stolen. You just get everything you need out of the forest itself. But
We still don't know what he's doing for food.
well, actually, the soup that you guys had
Vegetables.
cabbages, and potatoes in it,
Yeah,
which
you
all
can
grow
have vegetables.
along the forest line. Like that's
Yeah.
the main crop of this area.
It's a tree bark
cabbages.
stew.
For cabbages and forest taters. That's what it is. Yeah.
All right. Well,
The
I feel
forest
like we
taters
should-
are potatoes that are grown near a forest, basically. Like that's what gives
I
them
understand
their.
that.
It goes along with the rest
Yeah.
of the naming conventions, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
Should we?
I feel like we should move on.
We should move on.
Thank you.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Wait! Before you go, I got something for you guys. And he.
Oh gosh.
He
I take
grabs
a step back, like I'm not really
two
sure
little
what's happening.
leather pouches, and he starts putting things in them, and he starts whispering into it, and then he cinches them up, and he's like, "Here, wear these around your neck, and it'll keep you."
What's
No,
that?
he doesn't give one to
gives
the
two.
weird one. He just made two of
He
them.
likes that.
I'm really interested. Can I open it?
No, don't. It'll dispel.
Can
It'll
I,
dispel the
like-
stuff that's inside. It's
What
a
do I
blend
use
of.
it for?
It's a special blend of herbs and spices that my pop gave me that keeps sort of the bad creatures of the forest away.
Can
Oh.
I like detect magic on it or anything?
Thank you.
Do you want to cast a spell in front of him?
Nope. Never mind.
You could probably do it once you're out of sight.
Yep.
All right.
Good call. All right. So we leave.
Yep.
We leave his house.
So just like he says, there is a path right out of the back of his property leading into the forest.
Oh,
So
Xyla,
you
you
guys-
didn't, you didn't want to pilfer anything from him?
He didn't have any shiny things.
You didn't really look around.
I mean, it's pretty dusty.
So guys,
this
do you
man
want
was so
to?
nice to us. I didn't want to.
Do you want to?
To heading into the forest.
Into the woods.
Into the woods. All right. The Kaelnor Forest.
How do you spell that?
Kaelnor.
Oh, that was my grandmother's name.
Right behind Vic's house, you guys enter into the path into the woods. And the forest here is tall, piercing high into the sky around you. As you step but a few feet in, the woods seem to envelop you, its branches above you covering you in shade. The forest feels ancient and unworldly, and gives you a sense of quiet sentience and primordial wisdom. The dead leaves below your feet squish as you take steps, and the ferns that cover the ground brush against the side of your boots. As far as you can see, the trees stretch on and on, with fog rising up from the dense underbrush.
It's beautiful.
I would like to roll an awareness check, just to kind of see
Okay.
what's going on.
Fog.
So 12 plus 2, 14.
14. You see, obviously, Vic's footprints coming in and out of the woods and going down the path. A couple squirrel tracks,
Yeah.
obviously. Some
That's okay.
some cabbages and forest taters being grown in
My
different
cabbages!
And
I spit a little bit when I said that.
you got so excited about those cabbages.
Cabbages.
I cosplayed that character like 6 years ago.
And you also noticed in a couple of strange little places other footprints, smaller humanoid footprints, not wearing boots.
Okay,
Alright,
so I'm gonna
Follow
like
them.
One of us should
rally
check.
the troops and
Wait,
be
one,
like,
one of us should
"Hey!"
check on those prints.
okay, well I was gonna say, hey guys, I see prints over there. Let's check it out.